attacking his forge. I'm just gonna wait so I can get some more gateways, building stalkers, then I'll go blow up his forge. Then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, try to push forward, maybe get rid of some. Not the best idea with little stalkers, but I really got to work on getting them out of there because these cannons are really hard for me to deal with. You can see my robotics facility is done. I'm gonna build right here the warp for my probes because I'm gonna want to transfer my resources and my base out of here. Prevent him from building up, because that'll be a big problem if he can still continue to build his units in there. And if I can't get my base out of here, I will pretty much be eliminated from this game. Right now, I'm just going to speed up the game. You can see him just keeping to build stalkers, trying to, go from the low end of the base. But right now I've got my warp. Going to warp out all my units and follow it, and we'll build down here. So I'll get all these resources. I won't be being attacked. Now that I've got that warp and my second base expansion being built, I'll be able to, better manage my units. And you can see the immortals are coming up now, so I'll be kind of building up just so I can attack. You can see that he has gotten close to my base, so I need to make a move right now, stop some of his units from getting and attacking my gateways, but I'll be pretty effective in stopping his attack while my immortals are now being built right there. You can see that I'm mining lots of minerals, got my 2 assimilators up for my gas, still flying more probes over so I can get my base out of there. These immortals are going to do lots of damage on these photon cannons, bring back his cannons, so he is very far away from my base. If I noticed his probe over there, I probably would have gone and attacked it, but I didn't see it, so right now I'm just really focused on expanding, trying to get my main force out of there, still building some stalkers, trying to prevent his attack. He's going to build more again, but I need to be really quick and try to prevent as many as I can from, attacking my base. Which he's going to be successful in building these photon cannons, which will attack my gateways. But that's not a problem for me. I'm going to be ready here with some more immortals, as you can see, some right there. But his cannons are just, taking out my base. So I'm going to transfer a lot more of my probes and try to expand even once more. I need my minerals. I need to be able to attack his force. As you can see, I've got no gateway, but down here I will be expanding with a gateway and some stargates. The gateway was just in case my cybernetics core was taken out, so I needed to be able to make stargates, but it wasn't because the cannons were too far. But you can see now that he has abandoned the cannon rush and is starting to build some gateways, some cybernetics cores. He needs his assimilators for his gas. But you can see I've got lots of immortals, and I'm going to go soon here and attack. But I've expanded to the high yield because I need to get lots of resources to get ready for attacking. As you can see, these are all stargates. I'm going to get ready to build some void rays and get ready for an attack. I'm going to go take out the rest of these cannons because it will be a big relief on my part that I'm no longer being attacked. As you can see, though, he's trying to build lots of gateways. He's going to see if he can weaken me while I'm down. But the thing is, he doesn't know that I still have all this and this expansion with all these stargates, which will soon be making void rays. Now, these immortals and stalkers, I'm going to go, check out his base, see what he's done. You can see he's got lots of pylons being made, lots of warp gates. He's going to try to really do some damage on my guys, building some more photon cannons there. But right now, just what I want to focus on is, getting my minerals up, getting my gas up, building up my base so I can, mass some units. You can see all my stargates right now are in working, making lots of void rays. I've got, you know, a good 5 void rays there already. So I'm just going to take these units right here. You know, go check out his base. Now I know, oh, he's got the photon cannons. He's blocking me off from his base. So I'm going to get these immortals, you know. Just go blow him up, you know, make sure I'm making him use his resources, trying to prevent him from building units instead of, you know, he's got to build his photon cannons instead of his units, so he's can't attack me. But you can see lots of immortals I'm going to make because I know, oh, he's got more cannons. I'm just going to make these immortals. They should be pretty effective against him. You can see lots of void rays now. I'm just making as many as I can while farming this high yield, and I've used up all my minerals here, so pretty much I'm just transferring all my income to these 2 spots. Basically here I'm just making some ground units, you know, just in case he's going to go attack my base again. I won't need that many because I know that he's, you know, he's going to be prevented from attacking me. But you can still see he's got a bunch of gateways there. And he's going to be moving all his probes down there because he has also ran out of minerals. And I'll just be, he'll be down there. But he still only has 1 spot to collect his resources, which isn't good for him because I have 2, making a 3rd now. 1 is a high yield, which is bringing me in so many resources. As you can see, my 52 probes to his 24, which is a lot. I'm just, you know, kind of flying my warp prism around, seeing if I can expand up here, which I plan to do. You know, I'm going to take some of my probes out of my base from my assimilators, which have been all used up. You know, I'm going to get ready to expand once again. So I'm really not going to be running out of any resources. As you can see, though, lots of void rays, and they are also all upgraded through the fleet beacon. I'm also researching upgrades through the cybernetics core. You know, I'm just trying to get as powerful as I can because I was down, but now it really looks like I am up. He only has, you know, some stalkers, zealots, and a void ray. I've got 16 void rays, some immortals, stalkers. I'm really going to be preventing him from, you know, doing anything with all these expansions. I'm just going to go, you know, I don't really care about that. I want to, you know, get to his main base, you know, take that out. But right now, it's all about his main base, because if I can get in here, then I can start taking out his gateways and stuff. So you can see, you know, I'm just going to put them out there and go and attack. It's going to be a little battle here. Of course I'm going to lose, you know, I can't really do much. These immortals are going to take out his cannons, though, prevent him from blocking off his base, which is really good for me. But as you can see, here's my 4th expansion of my Nexus. Right now I'm just not really focused on my ground units. I'm going to start building some Colossus, though, because they're going to be very effective. They're going to be able to jump over his base, skip out his cannons there, and do a good attack. But as you can see, plenty of void rays, lots of void rays, which will be basically the winning factor in this game. But still, you know, in my Nexus, I only really need gas. I've got this high yield right here, which he sends his one little void ray over. You know, he's going to go try attacking me. Just going to take him out with my void rays. Then further on my attack, I'm going to get ready and set up by this Selnaga watchtower, because I want to use those Colossus, which are running over here. But you can see, using my warp prism to my advantage, warping all my units, or all my probes up there, while I continue my attack right onto his base. I'm just going to go, you know, blow up his Nexus and start doing some damage on all of these warp gates, which will be very effective in preventing him from building. You can see my Colossus have gotten up here. They're going to be help take out, because they do very effective ground damage. All these void rays, you know, they do lots of damage because they can all focus fire on one thing. You know, I'll just he was going to run away with his base because you can't really do much with this many void rays. I'm just going to send them in, you know, go attack his units while my Colossus do damage, take out the rest of his photon cannons. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move my void rays back so my Colossus can come up and attack his force too. And this is basically the destruction of his base. And there's GG by 2. And that's basically how you prevent a cannon rush attack. And I'm going to send my Void Rays over there. 2 is going to leave the game. And there's a successful win for me. So as you can see, the Photon Cannon Rush is not 100%. It is very hard to beat, but as you can see, with all my expansions, you know, I'm getting ready to expand even down here to this rich mineral field, the high yield, just in case. He still does have a bunch of forces, but with all my expansions, I successfully beat him, and that was GG. And if you try this method out, you know, it may not work all the time, but it does help when you have a something to go by. Anyways, check out the rest of my videos if you like them, subscribe.